This is the, I don't know what this park's called. This is like right in the middle of town here. Up there is the Prendergast Library. Cut through here. Beautiful park. Not sure what this guy's memorial is about. Let's go check it out. What are these figures about here? This might be about the Underground Railroad. I bet it is. Alright, let's get recording. Yeah. Alright, here we go. This, I'd be willing to bet, is Catherine Harris. We've got the Fugitive Slave Act quoted here. 1787, 1793, 1850. Silas Sherman. Is this gentleman here? Catherine Harris. Is this woman there? Spelled with a C on Catherine. I said it was with a K, or I guess I was wrong. Silas Sherman lived 1803 to 1891. A leader of the Underground Railroad in Jamestown. Catherine Harris. 1809 to 1907, natural healer, domestic servant, free black woman, and station master and Underground. So yeah, this is a memorial tableau to the role that the Underground Railroad played in this neighborhood. And I will have to do the research to back this up, this claim I'm about to make. But my grandfather told me that when the city of Jamestown was young, members of our family owned this land that the Prendergast Library is located on, and that made a trade. Some member of one of my ancestors, this would be like my grandfather's grandfather's generation probably, that my family now has land, and my grandfather was a farmer about, I don't know, 7-8 miles east of here, in what would have just been, you know, forest at the time, basically. So the story that my grandfather always told was that our family traded some of this land to the Prendergast family so that they could build the library and the park. And at the time, this was farmland. At the time, the village of Jamestown, the whole thing was surrounded by farms. Every hill here would have been farms. And that's the story I've been told. I've never done the research. And I'm becoming more and more interested in local history. And that's going to be a crucial detail I'm going to need to look into. Because like I say, I sort of gone through my life assuming that it was true. Or, you know, that there's truth to it. Because as we know, any of those stories that get passed down through all the years. So here's the Catholic Church. Saints Peter and Paul, I think it's called. Yeah, Saints Peter and Paul. In 1894. So that would have been like the early Industrial Revolution. This is when the area here really starts to go off. Here's this. Historical markers of the church. So this tells you who designed it. There's a bunch of these around town, which is cool too. Historical architectural heritage signs are cool. This is the library, Prendergast Library. It's a big, beautiful building. It's actually a really nice library. It's grossly underused, like most public libraries probably are. But in terms of like what it offers. Now we're getting downtown. Cherry and West 5th. That's another thing where, now that we live in the age of cars, there's like a main thoroughfare here. Back in the day, this would have been horse and carriage road. Beautiful trees, classic modern car traffic. We're probably about 3:30 p.m. Probably about 2:45 p.m. right now, so this is a busy time of day. Alright, so there's Prendergast Library. Saints Peter and Paul Catholic Church. Now we're going to go this way. There's the hotel. Whatever it's called. When I was a kid, it was a Holiday Inn. I think it's a Marriott Courtyard Suites or something like that. 5th Street parking garage. We'll let that guy be. Here's a place. This is called the Tew Mansion. T-E-W is the name. I don't know who the Tew family was, but this was their mansion. This is the Marvin House. It's a really cool spot too. Mechanics Alley. So there you got a couple cool old houses. That one you can see has a full garage barn out back, 3 stories. And then the Catholic Church is right there, which is a beautiful building. Lewis and Lewis now. That's what this is. North Main. 5th and North Main. We're heading south on North Main. This is St. Luke's Episcopal Church. I don't know how old that is, but that's like a major landmark downtown, as is the Catholic Church we just walked past. Back in the day, there's a famous postcard, sort of a famous view of downtown. I think it's called the 7 Churches or the 5 Churches, and you can see 5 of these amazing old church buildings in one shot. I'm kind of looking for like the block that tells me when this one was built, but I don't see it. Fourth and Main. This is the YWCA. That's a big old building. When's that one built? Doesn't say. There's the hotel that we just saw. Here we go. Parking garage. Frame shop. Patient's Pharmacy. If everything goes right, that'll be a dispensary, a recreational marijuana dispensary in the near future. I know some of the folks involved. Here we have Garden Plaza. This is a cool spot. This used to be the Winter Garden Theater, and although it's a bummer when the theater had to get torn down, it was Jamestown's got 2 or 3 older, more historic theaters that are preserved, and this one was in such a state of disrepair that it had to come down. And so the Jamestown Renaissance Corporation, which is a whole organization, we could get into what they do later, but they bought the building for like $1, you know, with the stipulation that they tear it down, develop the space here. So now this is called Winter Garden Plaza, and we do live music here in the summer. All kinds of events go on here in the summer. This is the patio for a bar here called the Wine Cellar. They've been in Jamestown for a long time, at least since the 70s. I don't know how long really. They made it on Jay Leno a couple times when he would show the goofy ads from like small town businesses. They were mentioned on Leno a few times. That's like their claim to fame. But this is a great live music venue now. It's a beautiful spot. They do the 3rd Thursday concerts here. I help organize that. And Winter Garden Plaza. Here's the historical marker for Winter Garden Theater, which was in this space. Showed the first talkies in Jamestown.